Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and do a quick, or maybe not so quick, swap of the spark plugs on this 2004 Chevy Trailblazer. I've got a error code. We've got cylinder number 2. Don't mind the road next to me. We got cylinder number 2 misfiring, so we're going to go ahead and pop off the top here and get in there and swap the plugs and see if that doesn't take care of our problem. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the plastic top here. We're going to remove the hoses, and I'm probably going to remove the air assembly as well. We've got a couple of bolts to remove, one here, one in the back, this hose, and another bolt down here, and that'll give us access to the plug. Loosening the hoses. This little connector off. There's a small little latch underneath here, right inside there. We just lift it up and pop it right off. Take these bad boys out because I'd like to remove this air filter cover. Unnecessary to remove this, but it gives us a little room. Here we are with the air filter cover. I'm going to go ahead and pop off this hose. Yeah, I'm going to show you something. We've also got this little latch right here. This bad boy will squeeze either side of it and it'll pop right off. But I can't do it with two hands, or with one hand, so I'm going to put this back. Pop that off. Put that off to the side. Remove this as well. Now we're going to get to work on that bolt. This bolt. I'm going to go ahead and pop this bad boy off. My mistake, there's only 2 bolts on this, being held on this side by the hose clamp. Now on the bottom here we got this little hose connecting to this bad boy right there. These bolts right here to the head were 10 millimeter. And so are those to the plug, to the coil head. And there it is. Plug head, and our plug's right down in there. Going to a 5/8 deep socket for the plug. Check this bad boy, so if you need to do that, go ahead and do that. Our spark plug, AC Delco on each. Platinum double tip type of deal. It comes factory gapped at 0.044, and that seems to be the prevailing wisdom of what you want to leave it at, so you don't got to screw with any kind of gapping or anything like that. Put the bad boy down in there. So something I want to show you real quick. When you're taking these things out, there's no need to take the bolt completely out of here. You can leave the bolt in like I'm doing here, and just pull the whole plug coil out. But this right here, I noticed this one I took out, and you notice that it's completely corroded with a bunch of crap. There's no reason in the world why we shouldn't go ahead and take a wire brush to that, clean it off before we put it back in. Otherwise, it may seize up down the road. We may have a hell of a time getting it off. Alright, so here it is. It's not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was. And we'll pop it back in there, and it shouldn't... Step 5 and 6. I'm going to put this bad boy back on. I got all my plugs in place, all the coil tops back on, and I'm going to put this bad boy back on. So, as you can see, it doesn't really connect to much underneath. This hose is going to connect to right there, and I'm going to slide this bad boy right onto there and line up these two holes for my bolts. Do that right now. The hose back in place, putting this clamp on. This bad boy is going to sit right up into here. It's flexible so you can move it around. And push this right back into place, and it'll lock. Then we're going to reattach this connector to right here. Like that. Okay, I got 3 screws on this. I got one on the corners still in place. I got one here and one up here. Here, here, and there. So we're just going to sit this down right on top of everything. And then screw it into place. Like that. Alright. I think I just about got it back together, so we checked everything. And this is the step you don't ever skip this step. You want to make sure that you check. Make sure that your connections are all back together, your hoses are all back on. You got all the pieces connected, everything screwed in. And oh crap, look what I forgot. Well, that's going to be a problem. So now we got to take this back off, put this in there, and then put this back. Always check at the end to make sure you put all the pieces back.